Hey, hello everyone. Today I'm going to change out the engine air filter on my 991.1 turbo. It's been roughly 15,000 miles since it was last serviced. So went to the dealership. They quoted me $150 for the filter and $200 an hour labor. So everything considered, it comes out to roughly $600–700. I went to a different dealership. I bought a filter for 50 bucks, and I'm gonna do everything myself. So before we start, there's a lot of things that needs to be removed before we get to the engine, before we get to the air filter housing. So this wing over here, there's a fan shroud and a bunch of plastic under this engine cover, the tail lights, and the bumper itself. So yeah, let's get to it. I just had these two plastic pieces removed. As you can see, there's a few clips holding it in place. This one and that one. And now you can see the screw over here that you need to remove. So now the wing's removed. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the engine cover, the plastic engine cover, which is under this deck lid right here. And I just realized that this piece doesn't stay in place. So might have to fix these some point. But anyways, so here you can see the fan shroud here. You pull up at this corner and this corner, and then pull back, and then it should come off. Be careful that there are two electrical connectors, one over here and one over here, that you need to disconnect before pulling it out. So now the fans are out. We can see that there are two screws, one over here and one over there. I believe these two screws hold this plastic piece in place. So I'm gonna remove those two screws first. Now the screws are removed. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this plastic piece right here. So there are three clips, one over here, one right in the middle, one over here. So all you have to do is hold this piece like that and push up. You see it's already loose. So do the same for this side, and you can lift it right off. I forgot to mention earlier that this piece contains a brake light. So there's a connector that goes under this plastic piece here. You have to remove these. All you have to do is lift one side up like that, and it should come right off. So this is the connector you want to disconnect before you pull this plastic piece. The connector is disconnected, and this is actually an Audi part, and this one too. Yeah, anyways, so now this piece can be removed by just lifting it up. All right, we're pretty much halfway there. Just realized it's really dirty. Have to give it a proper clean afterwards. Now the taillights. So I believe these two screws are holding this taillight in place. So I'm gonna remove them and push the taillight towards the front of the car. I'll try that. I just removed these two screws here. So just wanted to show you guys that they're all kind of rusted out. So I may have to go to the dealership tomorrow and get a new pair. But in terms of the taillight, I have removed it. Just pull it toward you, not push it towards the front of the car. Just be mindful about that. We have a little bit of a issue here. So this guy, I was able to take it out, no problem. But this one though, it's totally rusted in place. So I think I'm going to spray some WD-40 and try my luck tomorrow. And plus it's a little late right now. It's almost 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna spray and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So here it is. I soaked the screw overnight and tried this morning, still couldn't get it out, and in the process I rounded the head, so I used a speed up kit to get it out, but as you can see, it broke the bolt in half. So I'll probably drill into this thing right here and get it out. I was able to get the taillight out without drilling into this bit right here. I just simply use a plier, push it down while pulling the taillight outwards. So yeah, I'm gonna probably take it somewhere to get it to drill it out, or if I can replace this whole assembly here. I was able to take the insert out, this piece right here, so I can just screw it out like that. So next step, I'll use a plier trying to unscrew this. Now the tail lights are out. Make sure you disconnect these electrical connectors, one on each side, before you pull the tail light out. You just push on this little tab right here and pull the tail light out. At this point, I can take off the bumper. There are 4 screws holding it in place up top, 3 in the wheel well, like right around the here, and bottom, and 1 screw over here, 1 on each side, and 2 screws over there down at the bottom. So it is actually pretty hard to take off the screw over here, right around this area, because the tire is so close to the bumper. So I actually picked up one of these, really low profile ratchet, so it can go in really easily, from Harbor Freight for like $5. You can pick one up, you know, it'll make the job much easier. Forgot to mention earlier that there are 2 screws down at the bottom, on the side as well. So it's over there and over here. I just discovered that under the wheel well cover, there's another screw right around this area you need to take off, that's hidden behind the wheel well cover. It's really dark, can't really film really clearly. I'll give you guys a picture. So now the bumper is pretty much free to drop. There are 2 connectors, one over here, one over here leading somewhere. So there's 2. In terms of these screw, I really have no idea how am I gonna put it back on, but well, I guess I'll see. So this side is all done, but this side though, there's some problem. So there are actually 2 connectors hidden inside of this housing thing. So the bottom one and the top one. So I guess both of them have to be disconnected before moving on. So I'm gonna do that now. All right, so both are disconnected. Once again, Audi parts. So now the bumper's off. All right, so the bumper's off. So, and I lied. There's another wire thingy that's kind of dangly right here to the left. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Doesn't really bother me. But here's the air box. This guy. So I'm gonna open it up and change the filter. So there's a bunch of screws over there, and a bunch at the bottom, and one on that side. So I'm gonna get rid of them first. So all the screws are done. I can kind of crack it open, but still I need some more space. Therefore, I think these guys has to be disconnected, unfortunately. This is way more than what I expected. All right, there we go. So after those screws, these has to come off. Just open these, loosen it up a little bit here, and the side too. Be careful not to damage this thing here. So there you go. You can see it. It's kind of dirty, but since we've done all this work, I'm gonna change it out anyways. So you can see there's a bunch of debris inside. It's actually quite dirty. Give it a clean, vacuum it up, and yeah, put a new one in, put everything back together. I have replaced the filter, and right now I'm trying to put everything back together. So just keep in mind that make sure that the lip of this intake track goes right next to this little plastic piece here, or you may have a leak. So even initially it looks like that. You have to loosen this nut and push it all the way in.